It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Say it. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
The run inside. It's Jackson.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Quickly complete. Breaks it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for space. It's Marshall. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Caught, and he's got room. The 50. At the 30. Inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a fifth.
Continues to fight for yards. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Julian with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires to the big fella. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeye! A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. These games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
If you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State, and it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. Here he goes. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. Looking for blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for open space. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's Sayin to throw. Got a man. It's Jackson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in. He's down immediately, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Working the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Myers on the move. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. On the ground, it's Marshall. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
On the direct snap, it's Marshall. He's got the tight end. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some 1st downs.
They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Going for 6. And that one's way too far for everybody.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Picks up the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go play action with Sayed. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Throwing, Sayed. Here's the pressure. Just a little off. Incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Buchanan. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Looking left. He's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Underwood. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to do it here in the 1st half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Marshall. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Halfback has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
So they come to the line and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the read. He'll take it himself. Running through contact. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Offense in an empty set. Say it. It's complete on the right side. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Fires left side at Smith. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Sayin back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time.
Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Lined up in the gun on third down. Sayin. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really fit.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensive. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Play fake, say it. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now it's a 1-possession game.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Play action with Underwood. Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. Got the first down. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Throwing, Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead and kick a field goal here and make this a 2-possession game.
And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Saying. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Backs against the wall. He'll let it fly again. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Buckeyes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. The run inside. It's Jackson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Complete on the left to Smith. Smashes ahead. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Sayin on the play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Sayin to throw. He's got the back in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Makes a catch. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually
breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Big Blue with the response.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Throw it, say it. Spits it out to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Scanning the field is Sayin. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Rushes on him. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.